Hi there, I'm Mr. Tom, middle school librarian for Glen Ellyn Public Library. Welcome to the Middle Squad, where I'll be featuring a book, graphic novel, nonfiction, tell you a fun fact, and then offer an indoor challenge, as well as show you how you can be featured in the middle file. So here we go. This graphic novel recommendation is in honor of Chadwick Boseman, the actor who portrayed Black Panther in the Marvel movies. He passed away recently. If you want to know more about the character, this is the way to go. And did you know that Black Panther, his first appearance was in 1966, Fantastic Four number 52. His first series was in 1977. Since then, we've seen different adaptations and iterations of his comic book. This collects the first 6 issues of A Nation Under Our Feet. This came out a few years ago, written by Ta-Nehisi Coates and illustrated by Brian Stelfreeze. I highly recommend this. If you love seeing the character on the screen, what better way to honor by reading the source material? Nonfiction doesn't have to be boring. It can be exciting, intense, and true. This is Torpedoed by Deborah Heiligman. This recounts actual facts of what happened during 1940. So during that time, German bombs dropped over England, and a lot of families would send their kids on ships setting sail to usually America or Canada for safety. This details what happened when one ship carrying a lot of kids, it was torpedoed by a German submarine. How the kids survived, their ordeal, really good, really intense. I had no idea that this happened. So it's always good to learn about history. So I strongly recommend this nonfiction, Torpedoed. A sci-fi action book I recommend to you is Miners by Kevin Sylvester. Christopher, 12-year-old, and his family are among colonists on the planetoid Perseus. They are there to mine precious minerals. For 2 months, there is a communication blackout when suddenly the colony is attacked. Christopher and other youngsters are forced under the surface. They explore tunnels and try to escape the bad guys, while on the surface, the adults are fighting as well. Really good. What's great is Miners is part of a trilogy, and the trilogy is complete. So please read this. Did you know that there are magazines geared for middle schoolers? Here's one of them, Muse. You can check this out at the library. Muse focuses on a lot of great topics: science, arts, culture, and much more. In his book, Journey to the Ants, Wilson estimates that there are 10,000 trillion ants on the planet. That's a lot. They thrive in land habitats, from forests to deserts to tropics, from treetop canopies to underground. Wow. For this challenge, indoor challenge, you're going to need a roll of painter's tape, and this usually comes in blue. You want to use painter's tape because it's easy to take off when you're done, because we're going to use a doorway, and the tape is going to probably go on paint, and you want to make sure you don't peel away the paint if you use other kind of tape, because it might do that. So I strongly suggest using painter's tape. And then you need pieces of paper that you're going to ball up into a ball, maybe a little bit smaller than that. Maybe a little bit too small. Okay, what I did, I used this doorway, and so I taped it from the other side, so this side is all sticky. So now I'm gonna toss this little piece of paper. Let's see if it'll stick or it'll go through. Okay, that went through. Here's the bigger one. This might be a little bit too heavy. Okay. That went through too. So, well, you can play this either way. So, here's a previous one that stuck. So you can either, the goal is to throw a piece of paper, have it stick, or to have it go through. So you can either put more tape or less tape, challenge a family member or a friend, and again, use painter's tape because this is so easy to take off and it won't peel away from the door. It won't take off paint from the door or from the doorway. Yeah, you can call this challenge Sticky Situation. The middle file is our monthly e-newsletter that has information about upcoming programs, more recommendations, and if you want to be featured, there are 2 ways that you can be featured. First up, if you want to, it is called Middle School Marvels. So it just takes a minute or 2. I ask you 10 questions. Like, what is your favorite food? What book you're reading? Just fill this out, and then I will feature you. Also, you can write a review. Exactly, yeah. You can write a review about anything, about a movie, a TV show, a book, an audiobook, a graphic novel, a magazine, a video game. Tell me what you liked about it, or even what you didn't. If it was a video game, was it too hard or was it too easy? How was the sound? So yeah, so those are 2 ways to be featured in the middle file. To show you how easy it is to be a middle school marvel or to fill out a review, we're going to go to the website geppel.org. We're going to scroll through. We're going to click middle school. And look at that, it's right here. So reviews and marvels. So if you want to write a review, look at this. Just fill out your name, school, grade, what you're reviewing, and then write the review. And then to be a middle school marvel, we're going to go back here. Middle school marvels. Look at that. Your first name, school, grade. What is your favorite or least favorite food? What's a book, movie, or TV show that you recommend? If you could have a mythological creature for a pet, what would it be? These are some of the questions that I asked. It's fun. It's super quick. It's easy. I would love to feature you in the middle file. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Be safe. Be awesome. Be kind to each other.